Great to have you in today. I like analytics. Basically, analytics are, if you're playing the long game in life, use analytics for the most reliable way to win games. I also think manalytics matter. And I've told Daryl Morey of the Rockets this over lunch. I like analytics, but sometimes I just need a bucket, and I don't care about threes. I don't care about season averages. I got 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I need the best athlete in the floor to get a bucket. I don't care if it's a mid-range jumper. And the analytics crowd, they get very defensive if you're not all in on analytics all the time. But once the playoffs start, and I'm a big believer in analytics with baseball and the NBA, you have these long seasons where if you play the averages over time, it is best served to use them. But who are the two really talented teams, one in baseball and one in the NBA, that are really good in the regular season, very analytic driven, but come up short in the playoffs? The Dodgers and the Houston Rockets. They can never deviate from the math. They can never deviate from the calculator. They're going to Here's the thing. It's like a 401k. The 401k is the most reliable and safest method over the course of 40 years for you to be a millionaire. Pay off your house and invest the maximum in your 401k. But the richest people in the world didn't save their way to wealth. You can't. That's an old saying in finance. You can't save yourself to wealth. You can save yourself to successful and comfortable and content. But Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, they got wealthy because they put everything, all the chips in Amazon, all the chips in Microsoft. They went for it. 401ks don't make you wealthy. They make you successful and content and comfortable. It's the same with cars. The Prius is the most reliable. It is the most efficient. And for Monday through Friday driving, you'll get the most efficiency. But the NBA playoffs, my friends, are not a paved road. You got to go four-wheeling. There's obstacles and detours and crashes and bumps and strife and drama. You need a V8. You need a four-wheel drive. It's not a paved road. The Dodgers and the Rockets are analytic mavens, but they do at times struggle to put down the calculator. What I've noticed in these NBA playoffs, and I know all the mathy people and geometry whizzes will hate this, but Kawhi Leonard won the East off a mid-range jumper. That's what he wanted off. He wanted off the mid-range jumper. And the Warriors, who you are absolutely sure led the world in three-point shots, of the 16, now listen to this, of the 16 NBA playoff teams, three-pointers, Warriors were 10th. And that's with the world's two best shooters, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. What I've really loved about these playoffs, analytic people, put down the calculator. When it comes to baseball playoffs, I don't give a rip about analytics. I need an out. I want Justin Verlander. I don't care if he pitched yesterday. He's a horse. I don't care if he's a starter. It's the seventh inning. It's game 7. Get Justin Verlander on the mound. I don't care what analytics say. I don't care it's not his position. He'll get me an out. I don't care about any math. They're just guys I want at the plate, and there's guys I want on the mound to get an out. And I don't care what the math says about mid-range. Kawhi Leonard's like a 55% mid-range jump shooter. We're tied, 2 minutes left, fourth quarter. I don't give a rip about season averages. We're not in the regular season. I don't need a Tesla. I got to go off-road. I'm getting chased by a mountain lion. A Tesla's doing me no good. I need a four-wheel drive. And I know all the analytic mavens are just beside themselves. But the NBA playoffs have really shown us that what works for the season average is, and that's not to say analytics don't work. They do. The 401k works. The Prius is the most reliable. But NBA playoffs are completely different. I get to face the same people over and over and over. I know all your plays. I know all your tricks. There are no surprises. We'll make shifts over the course of a series, but bottom line is, you know my best moves. I know yours. Who's the alpha? Who gets the bucket? Everybody's equally rested. Everybody knows everybody else's plays. I'm not into season averages when the season's got 2.5 minutes left. And by the way, all the analytics for the Milwaukee Bucks went out the window when they're trailing 97-92 against the Toronto Raptors, and they had back-to-back possessions and looked scared. Did the analytics have the fear percentage in there? Because Milwaukee looked petrified. Nobody wanted to take a shot. I mean, seriously. And there were moments early in these playoffs when the Toronto Raptors were playing hot potato with the ball. Is that analytics? Heart, soul, fear, confidence. Does that show up in analytics? I mean, look, Kawhi Leonard stole Giannis's confidence. That doesn't show up in regular season analytics. But I'm watching that game. I'm watching Game 6, and I'm like, Giannis has lost confidence. Kawhi feels like he's the next version of MJ, and that didn't show up in regular season analytics. Not at all. By the way, don't skip meals. Use Soylent, a complete meal in a bottle, designed with plant protein, essential nutrients. Go to Soylent.com, code HERD20, HERD20. Get 20% off your first case. It's funny about Steph Curry. Steph Curry's better than D-Wade. But why do we like D-Wade more than Steph Curry? Yeah, I said it, and yeah, I believe it, and I can back it up. Why is that? I'll explain that coming up. Hour 2, Matt Barnes, Reggie Bush, Rick Bucher, Nick Nurse, Toronto Raptor head coach, all coming up.